There are stories that aren't told to scare, they're told as warnings. This is one of them. And it started with a stupid decision made on a hot summer night inside an old house that held secrets better left undisturbed. It was me, Leo, and Carla. Leo had inherited the house from his grandfather, a man obsessed with the occult. We found one of his notebooks, filled with crude rituals copied from ancient internet forums. One stood out, the invisible guest ritual. The premise was ridiculous. Prepare an empty room for an entity, follow absurd rules, and see if it accepted the stay. It was a joke. None of us believed. But curiosity is a trap. We followed the rules exactly, laughing the whole time. A chair in the corner, facing the wall, a glass of water on the window, a chalk mark on the door. We declared out loud that the room was occupied. And then the laughter died. The air turned cold, heavy, charged, like before a storm. We looked at each other, and no one needed to speak. Something had shifted. That closed door no longer separated a simple room. It separated our world from something else. The first night was heavy, suffocatingly quiet. By morning, the first rule was broken. The water glass was empty, dry. We reasoned it away, evaporation. Maybe someone drank it. But on the second night, the whispers began. Not human voices, more like a radio tune between stations coming from the hallway. Carla swore she saw through the crack under the door that the chair was no longer facing the wall. The rule was clear: never speak to it, never enter the room. But Leo, exhausted and paranoid, broke. He went to the door and shouted, "If someone's there, give us a sign." The response was silence, and then the sound. Something scraping claws across the wood from the other side. From there, it escalated. Stupid arguments turned into real fights. The air in the house became unbearable. Carla had a panic attack and left. A hallway mirror shattered on its own. We weren't just haunted. We were being cultivated. The thing was feeding on our negative energy. We ended the ritual, or tried to. Salt, sage, shouting that it wasn't welcome. The activity stopped. The house went quiet, but not normal quiet. It was the kind of silence that feels like someone holding their breath. Leo moved out soon after. Months later, he told me the new tenant called once complaining about the sound of furniture being dragged at night. We think we control these things, that it's all just a game, but it's not. Sometimes, in the dead of night, my phone rings once, unknown number, then silence, and I never have the courage to answer. The question isn't whether you believe in ghosts. The question is, are you ready to deal with what happens after the game is over? Because some doors, once opened, can never be closed.